Hey Gemini, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading. For anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Gemini, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. Exhibits a lot of air attributes, obviously with their beautiful wings. They fly all around and pollinate, so we are definitely dealing with air energy, and that could mean that they're an air sign, or that they are a great communicator, or love to talk, a really intellectual type of person. Okay, initially, obviously with this card, it's so gorgeous. All of this bright yellow is yellow is a super energetic color, so this might be an energetic person. You know how bees are, the saying busy bee, so this is definitely somebody who's busy, someone who has a lot on their plate. They probably take on quite a bit. They could be in school and working, maybe a couple of jobs, like definitely a busy person, busy with family commitments. They could have a child or something that makes them even busier. Maybe the kid's involved in a lot of extracurriculars. Really, this busyness could come from any area, any aspect, but this is definitely somebody who's always on the move, always taking care of business. Okay? So that's what you see about them, and that's probably what a lot of others see about them as well. And it's not just busyness for the sake of being busy. Like, this is a really hard-working type of energy. So this is someone who really gives it their all. I feel like it's somebody who's really sure of their purpose. So their work may be very purpose-driven. It might be something that they feel very passionate about, that they studied for a long time to be able to do, or something that's really close to them, like close to their heart, because of their childhood. It could be something about the way that they grew up, or just like a cause. It's like a cause very close to their heart, because this person is very sure of their purpose, and I feel like they don't do anything that's like outside of their lane. They do what they feel they were meant to do, like what they feel they were put on this earth to do. If that's not what they're currently doing, that's what they're working toward doing. Yeah, with the bee, it's like almost this, I want to say like unrelenting. They're unrelenting when it comes to bringing their vision to fruition. So that could mean so many different things for so many different people. That could have to do with their work, it could have to do with their home, or just their expectations for their family. But whatever it is that they see as important to manifest, to bring out into the world, they're not going to give up until they do it. Very determined person. Also, with the bee, this is like an abundant, prosperous energy. So whatever they're doing for work, or what they're studying to become, it's going to be something that will be very fruitful. Probably not just for them, but for their family, for anyone who they consider family, friends, people close to them. Something that's very fruitful. And it's definitely like, I'm getting like a collaborative energy from this person. On the surface, they are definitely somebody who works with a lot of people and likes to. Like, they play their role, other people play theirs, and they're fine with it. They're cool with it. They love working with people, so they're probably pretty social. This is like somebody who is like, they never stop. They never stop. So we're really just kind of getting a sense of who this person is, or how they present on the surface. So somebody like pretty high energy, but it's not really about their energy so much. It's more about like their determination and just what they think is important and what's worth their time. So extremely determined. I'm like curious to dive into this, because they're very sure of something, or you see them this way. You see them as somebody very sure of their purpose and very determined to bring it to fruition. Let's go ahead and get into the, like, I'm just really curious, because I'm getting kind of like it's like I'm saying this and I feel hesitant at the same time. So I don't know if that's because you don't believe them as that, or you don't see them that way, or they don't see themselves that way, but there's something here. So here we go. Let's see. This is the part of them that would be more hidden. The part of them that maybe only they know. Okay. Okay. We have the bear. I'm loving how the yellows are playing together here. So I'm still getting that kind of energetic sense, that warmth, like sun energy. Sun, a lot of sun energy. Like this could be a Leo. But with the bear, the funny part about this is the bear is the opposite of the bee. Like, I don't know that I've really thought about it like that, but seeing it in this context, this is a very opposite energy, because the bear hibernates. So the bear stops sometimes. All during the winter, the bear's going to stop. And this bee is never going to stop moving. Okay? The bear could be seen as someone, like, I don't want to use the word lazy in a negative context, but they're going to rest. They're going to recover and hibernate. And the bee never, ever does that. So, there's definitely like an opposing force here, and that's probably the energy I was picking up on. This might not be something that you know about the person because you see them as this busy bee, this determined teamwork, like let's go, 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 go type of person. And on the inside, I don't want to say they feel tired necessarily, but I do think that there's this kind of urge for them to maybe rest and slow down a little bit. And that's not the part of them that they present. Like in their work life, that's not a side of them that they show. They literally never stop. But inside they want to. So we've got air energy, earth energy with the bear. Probably just some desire to ground a little bit. Yeah, and they're just really kind of busy. So the bear is going to represent more of like strength. I get a real family sense from the bear, but then also from the bee. So this is like a family-oriented person. They may come from a really large family, and even if they don't, family is important to them. So that's always good to hear. Like if you are interested in starting a family with this person, this is somebody who values family. And I think that teamwork kind of aspect would come in with a family. Kind of like, like a team, a family unit, a team. I think they would see family like that and probably want to have a lot of little babies running around. Which would keep them busier. So yeah, that would kind of play into more of this busy bee aspect. But then there's also this need to retreat. That might just be how they recharge. They might be somebody who's on the surface very extroverted, and they need some time alone to recharge a little bit. Definitely a strong-willed person, and definitely a protector. Like from the bear, I get fierce protector. But when you think about what bees will do to protect the hive, there's just like overwhelming protective energy coming through with both of these cards. So that might be something that you've picked up on from them. They may have demonstrated a bit of protective energy. That's it's probably, gosh, I hate when they go nasty on me, but it's like that's probably kind of hot Let's just put it like that. That's probably kind of hot to see that this person is really protective over you. I guess it's just really what's still jumping out to me is just this, these opposing forces, because whereas the bear is a little bit more independent, the bee is all about the team. So there is definitely just an opposing force. That's just something inside of them where they kind of want to go and retreat. So I guess that's something to keep in mind about them. They might want to have a little bit of time and space to themselves every now and then, because they definitely have this need to hibernate. Let's jump into some tarot and see what insights we can get about this person, kind of these opposing forces. I mean, we're already, like, they're kind of a complicated person because in a lot of ways I'm thinking, like, what could be more opposite than this? This air energy that's all about kind of buzzing around, being busy, and being about the team, and then this solid earth energy that just wants to crawl into a cave and, like, take a nap. So they're definitely, like, not a one-dimensional person. You probably already know about them, know that about them. That could be something that drew you to them. They're a little bit complex. Oh, wow. Okay. Your cards are shooting out. We have the Two of Swords. I don't think these were actually reversed. The Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of earth energy just came out. Strong earth energy with the Ace and the King. And I feel like this bear, the King of Pentacles coming out under the bear, is just so appropriate, because I feel like the bear would be the King of Pentacles. Really grounded, strong earth energy presence. Yeah. I mean, this is definitely someone really dependable and very grounded. If you need that grounding in your experience, if you feel sometimes like you're a bit untethered, this is really somebody who comes in and grounds you, gives you that bit of stability. Okay, I think this Two of Swords may be a little bit of a clue into these opposing energies here, because this is really somebody who feels like they're being pulled in two different directions, and they really don't know which way to go. And I mean, these are two very different directions here, so they might not be sure which one to give into, and probably need to implement a little bit of balance. But if you've been a little confused by them, or just not sure about what they're doing, I don't know if this bear aspect is something that they let come out. Like, if you know this about them, and I can just imagine you telling them, like, you need to just slow down. You need to take a break. You're taking on too much. You need to take a break. And then maybe being resistant to doing that. If that's a conversation that you've had with them, if that's the type of relationship that you have, then I think you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But even if you haven't discussed that with them, that's definitely on their mind. Like, that is the internal tug of war going on with them all the time. Which is definitely something to keep in mind, that they're already having an internal tug of war before you factor yourself into this equation at all. If that helps you to understand, like, why they are doing whatever they're doing, or why they're retreating every now and then. I think they're burnt out. Some people do it for different reasons, you know, like pull away for different reasons. I think if this person pulled away, it would be just because they're burnt out.
This is somebody that is highly successful, I would say. Like these two Pentacles cards came out together. A lot of earth energy, but not only that, like a lot of material wealth type of energy here. Very successful person, or on their way to becoming very successful. They may have started something new that's bringing them a lot of this success. But they're really showing up here as this King of Pentacles, that coupled with this bear. And look, this wolf here. This is like, they're all looking in the same direction. Definitely a driven person. I think we talked about that, like determined to bring whatever it is that they have on their mind to fruition. And this is giving me very strong, determined energy. All of this super strong and really intense energy is all moving in the same direction. Yeah. Okay. So, I think this person may just work a lot, and that's potentially something that might have stood between you and them. Like, there's definitely a new opportunity that came into their lives, or something they're working toward that's going to bring them a lot of financial success. And I think that's something, like, it's really important to them. They're going to be relentless when it comes to pursuing that. But they're pulled in these different directions, and that could be where you come in. Like, they're not able to devote the time that you would want because they're so busy, like working, studying, trying to get that promotion, something like that. They're so busy with this and so consumed and so determined. Yeah. I want to pull, see if we can get one more card. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's like, I'm getting the feeling that you view it as a bad thing because they're working too much. Like, their focus just isn't on the connection, the romance of it all. Their focus is on material things. But I think that they just are thinking more about the future. They're planning for the future. So this is for sure somebody that you would be stable with. Finances aren't going to be a problem ever. I don't think. I think they're going to be just absolutely relentless. Oh. Card just flipped. Okay, two cards came out. Let's move these over. We have the Ten of Wands and the Wheel. So, like with the last reading, it kind of did the same thing. Like a bit of a clue at the end as to how this is going to play out. And luckily, in this case, like it was in pile one, this is I think it was a beautiful way for it to turn out. So, with this Ten of Wands energy, I'm feeling this, like, this person is burnt out. So, of course, with everything, there's positive aspects and there's negative aspects. It is great that this person is such a hard worker, that they're not going to give up, that they're determined. Like, we were looking at the way that this bear and this wolf and this King of Pentacles, this strong earth energy, how it's all just like laser focused in on this goal. That's beautiful. That's a really great thing. But at the same time, this person overworks themselves and gets burnt out. And that's confirmed with this Ten of Wands. This is somebody carrying a lot of heavy burdens. So I don't know if this is something like they have a lot of like commitments. They feel a lot of responsibility towards something. Like they have to do this to provide for family members, children, for you, maybe even. But they are burdened by it. Like, I feel like it's their strength and it's their weakness at the same time. They're so good at this. They're so good at being the busy bee. They're so good at getting it done. But what maybe nobody knows is that they get burnt out and that they are burdened with this. Okay, that might not be something that they want to share with you, because I just get this like really strong masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a male, but I get a really strong masculine energy, and a lot of times with that comes a lot of pride. So maybe they don't want to admit that, like, this is too much and I really just want to hibernate for a little while. Maybe they don't want to admit that, but that could be a beautiful energy for you to introduce. A little bit of just something light and fun for them, and that might be why they're drawn to you. Maybe you are that bright spot, that light fun thing that doesn't have anything to do with work, although you could have met them at work, because that bee energy is like definitely teamwork. Like, this could be somebody that you know from work, but just introducing a little bit of that brightness, that bright sun, that yellow vibrant energy, and kind of letting the burden fall away, I think could really help this relationship a lot. We had also the wheel come out. So this is going to turn around and I feel like lighten up a little bit. This is going to, especially financially, like if this is a financial goal that they're working toward, and that's why they're so burnt out and so burdened by it, because they started a new business and they have to just like put in the hours right now. What's coming here is the wheel energy, which is like, it's going to start to flow. It's going to start to be easier. Not easy, and I don't even get the feeling that this person would want it to be easy. They like to work, you know, they like to earn these pentacles, you know, really get in there, get their hands dirty. They're really down to earth person, but at the same time, working out those, like the process of something, if it, like they started a new business and they had to work out the process of, like, how do I, you know, serve these customers or fulfill these orders, or, you know, what systems will we use for this part or that part. That's like grueling and time consuming, and it is taking a toll on them. But sometime soon the wheel's going to turn and it's actually going to become a lot easier. And I think that's when you're going to get more of that kind of fun, just a bit more of an uplifted energy coming from them. And it's good to know where they're coming from too, because you may not have realized just how burnt out they were with all of the work or the schooling. It could be that they're studying something and they're going to graduate, and it's not going to be like this forever. Like, it's not, maybe they need to pass some exams or something. It's not going to be like this forever. But this is a little bit of where they're coming from, their personality, what they're going to show you readily, and what they're not going to. What this person's going to show you is that they can get the job done. Like, they can work hard. They can be busy, maybe sometimes too busy. They can be social. They can be all about the team. But there's a part of them that just wants to care for themselves too. I'm going to pull some romance cards to kind of see a bit about the connection between you. This was a lot about them, which is, you know, kind of why we're here. But I know that we always want to know, how is this going to unfold, or what we could be looking out for in terms of like the love of it all, because that's the fun part. That is the fun part. I'm really, like, as I'm looking at your cards, at this bee and at this bear, it's like the bear is just giving me such a calming energy, and the bee, you know, not so much. So yeah, they just want to chill. They just need to calm down a little bit. Okay, we had spy come out. I mean, like, this just says social media stalking to me. So that might be like the only way right now that you feel that you can connect with them. Gee-loo. And self-worth. Okay. Let's see if I can get another one. I'm getting a feeling that you might be checking up on them a little bit on social media. They're probably just so busy that you aren't feeling like you are connecting with them the way you'd want to, so you want to see what they're up to. But I am getting a little sense of like value yourself enough to not put so much energy into checking up on them. Okay, fun. We talked about that. Oh, I had some cards fall. So, yeah. I think that it's just going to be really important for you to have a lot of fun with this person when you are with them, and maybe not worry so much about the times that you are not, because they are really, really busy with something. So, like, trying to see what they're up to when you're not with them. Like, maybe let's just focus on you and on doing what you want to do, you having fun, and when you are together, just making that fun and taking their mind off of all of this work that they've got going on. I want to pull some advice cards. I feel like you already got a good deal of advice with those romance cards. But we'll get a little bit more and see what's up. Just dropped a bunch of cards. Too many, so we'll see what comes through. This came out in the last reading. New you. Okay. That card has been making so many appearances. Jeez. Okay, 2 cards came out. Create and step through the door. Okay. Okay. I mean, definitely. It's so funny because I think that those cards are more for them than for you. Like, explaining to you what they're doing here. They're just really in this, like, this time of creating something, of bringing something out. You see this, this Ace of Pentacles. It's something new. I guess we kind of touch on that with New You, the card that likes to pop out in every reading. Is everyone experiencing some sort of regeneration or something? They're planting something. They're planting roots. They're in the process of really bringing something to fruition. I don't even know if you know this. If you know what they're working on and how difficult it is, or how much of themselves they're putting into it. I'm not sure about that, but it's almost like that's the message that they are sending to you. That they're just like stepping through this door. They're just, in this way, like just waiting for the wheel to turn is what they're doing. And I say waiting, but you know what? They're not waiting. They're this busy bee. They're making the wheel turn. Okay. So definitely this is somebody who is going to be financially stable and really successful, and they're going to put in the work. Like, this isn't somebody who has had anything handed to them. They're definitely on their grind to do this. But I do get this feeling that it's causing a little bit of separation between the two of you. In that case, I just think it's all about understanding that they're bringing something to fruition, kind of deciding what that means for you. self-worth. What do you want to do? Do you want to wait while they do this, or do you want to go and do something else? But whatever it is, like, definitely the message of implementing fun, whether that's fun on your own or fun when you do have a chance to connect with this person. But I am feeling like a separation, a distance between the two of you. And it might not be because of the reasons you thought. If you thought you were separated because they don't have feelings or something, it's not that. It's that they are so focused on the material right now. They're so focused on that, and even to the point of exhausting themselves. They are really focused on the material. So bring in a little bit of fun energy. Bring in something light. Do it for yourself. Do it for them when you connect with them. If any part of this reading resonated with you, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I post another video, and I will see you later. Bye!